Hey folks, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach Trophy Guides here, and we are going to take a look at the Adventurer Questline. There is no trophies tied specifically to the Adventurer Questline. It is a little labor intensive though, and it is kind of annoying. This guy, let me tell you, he likes to get himself in some trouble. But we are going to take a look at one trophy that is going to kind of be part of what you're going to end up doing. You can do it on your own, and maybe I'll flash up the time, or at least there'll be timestamps for it.
Surprise,
but
surprise.
you can see the tweet right there. My father's gone missing. This is what you're going to see 6 times. You're going to have to rescue this guy before you even know who he is. Thanks to the Dowser sending you to rescue him earlier in the game as part of the story. This is the guy that you rescue from that brigand camp on request of... Is it the Dowser? I'm pretty sure it's the Dowser. The Dowser hooks us up with that guy and the Pioneer, right? She's the one who tweets about the Pioneer too? I think so. So, yeah, so we're going to take a look at a specific trophy involved visiting a location on the map. It's a place you can go to, and you can get to in actually 3 different ways, and one of those ways is involved in this quest line. So we will take a look at that a little bit later in the video. And again, like I said, I will put the timestamp. You know what? I'll just put it here on the screen. Anyway, so basically with this guy, this adventurer, you have to rescue him as part of the Dowser's request to go into the brigand camp and bring this guy. I think it's the Dowser, yeah. And then every star that you need to complete with this guy, for this guy, I think maybe not the first star, or maybe it's just so simple that you don't have to worry about it, but like you're gonna get so tired of rescuing this guy. But so here's how it goes. Every end of each star, he goes missing. His son tells you to go rescue him. You take the order, and then you head in that direction, and you know exactly where you need to go, but for some reason the son still sends you a picture from the location. I don't know. So knowing where we need to go, I guess when you show up there, you can kind of look at it. And again, this is to get them to the 2nd star or the 3rd star. I think this is to get the 2nd star completed. So I didn't keep the first rescue, but you know, it's that one's simple enough. I think that one is in. That one's close in location to where the adventurer is. It's just kind of up the mountain, and not too difficult to get. But then, and it is kind of part of the story too, I think. Yeah, that's why I didn't put it, because it's part of the story. Anyway, so rescue this guy from this area. This is kind of close to the Lone Commander, so I am going to have a little bit of capture here, and I'm going to have to speed up part of it, because in order to get out of this area, you're going to probably have to deal with those gazer BTs, I think they're called. Are they watchers or gazers? Whichever ones can see you. So we're going to take them out, and each one we're going to use 2 level 2 blood grenades, and then a little bit of fire from the assault rifle level 2, and that will take each one of them out. That's the best way to deal with those BTs. But if you choose to go a different way, and there's probably a much easier way to go than where I go, then you don't have to worry about the BTs, and you can just drive as fast as you can and drive out of there. But the object and the mission is to get him out safely without getting too much damage. And you know, if I'm being honest, I felt pretty bad. He took a lot of gunfire when I rescued him the first time from the brigand camp. I kind of used him as a shield and just kind of ran out of that brigand camp. And so I felt kind of bad for that. So instead, I decided let's play it safe and make sure this guy is rescued and gets back to his son in relatively good condition. But by the fifth or sixth rescue, I probably would have, given the chance, let him just die. So as you can see, it's just 2 grenades and a little bit of assault rifle to gunfire, and it takes it out. Also, hold down R2 and it will extend your throw for the grenades, which always seemed to be the best choice when dealing with those BTs. That was the only one in this area, but we are going to come up on a larger area as we get closer to the Lone Commander. Right here you can see the sky is getting red, and we're going to take out just a few more, and then we should be on our way. I think once I get past this, I think I cut to either the delivery or the next time we have to rescue him. Because there's not much really to see here. It pretty much ends up being all the same, and this, because of the location being close to this one of like 2 or 3 BT areas in the entire map of Australia, it really was not a lot of BTs in this game. Of course, I just made the last 4 videos with all these giant catcher BT fights, but as far as these kind of BTs, not too many areas of the map do you have to deal with them, but this is one of them. So I figured this was at least a little helpful to kind of understand the 2 grenade method with the assault rifle, because you're firing through the blood, so you're coating each little bullet and affecting them a little bit more. So save yourself a few more grenades and just throw 2 and use the rifle. All right, so we'll let this play out, wrapping up this area, and then we will deliver him and move on to the next star rating.
You did it. You found the old man. I can't thank you enough. Let me just get a look at him to see if he needs care. Oh, that's a relief. He's fine. Should be right as rain in no time. You've been too kind to us. Here, you of all people should be able to put this to good use.
So there you go. That was the end of the 3rd star. And we did so well. We almost got all the way to the tip of the 4th star there with that delivery. I think I have to do like 2 or 3. No, I think that was just this one delivery got us to the point where we needed to. And when you see him smiling at you like this, and then he comes and talks to you, you can pretty much tell that you're at that point where you get to save him again. Lucky you. But yeah. See, here he comes and he tells you, I'm not that dumb. I'm not gonna get caught again. But thanks for saving me, and thanks for saving me next time, and all that kind of stuff. So, and I also, my microphone on my controller was on, so you'll hear me probably complain once or twice for some of these videos, but I think I cut most of it out. But yeah, there you go. So that's the point where it's time to leave, and of course check your SSS. And I think this was like pretty much right after. My father's in trouble again. Okay, whatever. But typical situation. Go back, talk to the son. The son's going to show you where to go. And for this one, for the end of the 4th star, we are at what's probably one of the highest peaks of the map. And here he is. And I am going to speed it up. This one, I used a climbing anchor, and the game did not want to let Sam rappel down one side, so I cut it out, but I rappelled down, I think it was the right side, and I got to a point where like the game just couldn't handle it, and like he fell through the map, so I reloaded the save, and oh yeah, we're not even there yet. Okay, yeah, I'm going down the mountain first, and then we're gonna use some climbing anchors and some ladders and so forth to make it back to the car, and cruise on back to the adventurer to tuck him away until we get to the 5th star, almost complete. And that is when we're going to take a look at an area that is quite useful, actually. If you want to, once you get the EX capture grenades, or the capture EX grenades, however that's pronounced, once you get the chance to capture your large BTs, you can go to this area. Oh, I had to change my boots, and all I had left, I think, was it the pizza boots? Did I put them on? I must have. Either that, or I had a second pair of good boots and didn't use the pizza boots. So yeah, I rappelled, I guess, down the left side, and that was what was the problem. So here's me going down the right side, which actually works, right? Yeah, yes, and we make it down to the truck, and then we drive back. And is it this one? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think almost every adventurer rescue, we get a Lost Roar song. Or, I'm sorry, a Low Roar song. I feel like it happens each star level. You definitely get at least one during this quest line, if not 3 or 4. So I probably cut it out because, it's just helpful to save the channel from getting any copyright strikes. And there's the map. There's the way we're going to go. I'm pretty sure I cut out most of it. But it's a pretty easy drive from here. Just keep using your Audra deck so you don't run into some sharp and ragged peaks. And of course, the adventurer is chilling in the passenger seat. Oh, you can collect some of his lost cargo for him. There you go. That's nice. I don't even think we bother. Do we? Yes, we do. Oh, yes, we bother. Some of these mountainous areas, it's hard to know where to go in order to get around them. There you go. Breathe in, low roar. That is one of the songs. And the reason I cut out most of it, other than copyright strikes, we don't like those, was some of those songs I just stop and I just listen to the song and just enjoy it, because I always hate in this game when you arrive at a facility or Dollman speaks up or something happens and it makes the song stop. So I like to just enjoy the song for the moment, even though you're supposed to be traveling when you're getting these little musical interludes, but I like to soak them in. So there we go. We returned the adventurer one more time. We got a thumbs up with him on the gurney, which is another slap in the face. I mean, the dude could have gotten up and walked himself, but no, he's got to give you a smile and a thumbs up. Ridiculous. And a few cargo loads later, we're gonna get to the crux of the quest line and finish the adventurer up.
Go ahead and take more fabrication materials from our stores. I'm sure you'll know how to use them. Now displaying your current porter grade. I hope this is the last time I have to thank you.
It was at that moment he realized that was not the last time he was going to have to thank us. Anyway, so here is the map, and there's where the adventure is. And I am going to show you a very special place on the map. And it is right where we are here. So here's the situation with this area, and this is pretty close to the... I want to say it's close to the Pioneer. I think the Pioneer is definitely the closest location to this. So, fully extended bridge. So that's the 80-meter bridge. And for that, you need 1,200 metals on top of the PCC level 2 and everything else that you need to put into it to build it. So once you build the bridge, at that point where we were in the map, you can kind of cross over into the crater. This is the F3 crater, by the way, and I think you're going to see it right here. So yeah, all you need to do is just arrive, and you need to get this close to the tar crater lake itself, and you'll get the trophy. But if you don't ever manage to get over here, there's a second way we're going to look at real quick. If you don't manage to get over here before you work on the adventurer quest line, you will arrive here for the final rescue, and we will be taking a look at that, obviously. But I wanted to show you, if you want to get the trophy out of the way, sometimes us trophy hunters, we have reasons to do things. And so if you were looking to get this trophy at a specific time before you were ready to complete this mission, you just drive over here, use a very long bridge, 80-meter bridge, and you can make it across. The other option, which I think we're going to look at in about 20 seconds here, I'm just showing you in relation to the Tar Lake. I don't know exactly why. So it's in between the Pioneer, the Hartman's lab, and the data scientist kind of form a square with those other 3 points. Kind of, not really. The other option is you take a coffin board, and here we are from the Pioneer. We're going to surf the sand and straight up into the crater. And I'm going to show you. I don't think I'm going to show you the entire thing, but the reason I'm showing this is not only just to get that little trophy out of the way, if you really wanted to get it earlier, but this is a absolutely perfect place if you want to capture any of the large BTs, any of the catcher BTs that you don't already have in your arsenal in order to use for fights with other large BTs that you have to do for some of the quest lines and maybe even part of the story, you know. You can come here, and every single time you go to the middle of the crater, you're going to initiate a large BT fight, and it's going to be randomized which large BT shows up, and you're going to see the Gigas BT show up here in just a minute. But coffin board, and again, like I said, from the Pioneer, you can surf right over to here. It's perfect. If you don't have a coffin board, you can make one right there, leave from there. You can leave your truck over there. No sense in bringing your truck around and ruining your cargo during a BT fight. And so we have now entered the crater. We've gone over the kind of like outer rock areas into the middle of the water. And this island here is where we're going to end up needing to go for the Adventurer quest line. And again, arriving here for the Adventurer is another thing altogether. But we'll take a look at that, like I said. But so here we are in the middle of the crater lake, F3 crater. And you can see kind of a red indicator right there. I think I point at it with one of my weapons. So head towards that, and you'll initiate a fight. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's not random. Maybe if you head to a different spot in the lake, you initiate a different BT. But I don't believe that to be true, because I believe it is randomized which BT shows up, or maybe it's one that you haven't fought as frequently. But we went straight towards that red strand, and here we are in a fight, and it is Gigas. So I go ahead and I do the whole fight here. I'm not capture the whole fight. No sense in showing you the entire fight of that. We've definitely walked and watched enough of these large BT fights during these quest lines and other trophy guides. But we summon our own largest BT that we can to help us out, and we use some firepower. We take out the BT, and then we throw a capture grenade in his crazy half head, half pair of hands, and we put him in our little inventory, and can use his white crystal, so on so forth, to use in fights. Yeah, and this one was kind of interesting, trying to get it in his head. I think I almost run out. Oh no, I'm using okay, I was using blood grenades. I thought I was using the capture grenades. And we just get it just the right point. Perfect. And then we caught him. Great. So you can come back here as often as you want with capture grenades and capture as many varieties of BTs. I don't think you can capture a second version of the same BT. I don't really see the point in doing that either, because you can summon these. It just costs chiral crystals to summon any of them. You can probably summon multiple BTs if you need to during any of these fights. Again, that death animation for that BT takes forever. So go and collect it, and you do have to kind of, well, we have the coffin board, so we'll use the coffin board to collect the white crystals, so we can use that as a summon. But yeah, if you don't have the coffin board, you're gonna have to do a lot of laborious walking over there to get it in the middle of the water when his stamina is already pretty low. Hop on it, grab that, and collect it, and go ahead and use that whenever you feel like it. So I did want to show you that. Again, nice little resource, nice little area. You do get a trophy for visiting this crater the first time, and definitely worth revisiting a number of times for this BT Pokedex collection. You get the point. Anyway, next we're going to take a look at the actual quest line here. And I don't know how. I could have sworn I captured the beginning of the 5th star quest line. See, there it is. Gigas is ready to go. And Bestia is the lion one that I was talking about in the previous quest line, the Tar Lake quest line, or I'm sorry, the Fisherman quest line. So that's there. Right. So here we are turning in the last cargo we need to in order to set up for the final quest. Again, unfortunately, there is no trophy specific for this one, like there was for the Fisherman and the Ghost Hunter and Mr. Impossible doesn't have any trophies tied to their orders, but their last order is worth saving till last. It's a lot of fun. I'm excited about showing that one off. And Mr. Impossible, the only quest line that I felt took two videos to show. So here we go. I've really burdened my son and burdened you and all these rescues and blah blah blah. I'm not going to do it again, but I really got to be an adventurer and go adventuring. We get it. We get it. So as I said, I thought I captured the Sam walking into this quest line and walking into the place we need to go and complete the order. But for some reason, I didn't find it in my captures. So we're going to take a look at something that I just did yesterday, kind of demonstrating where everything is. And then we'll take a look at the actual ending, as it were.
You must have seen my post on the SSS. My father may have bitten off more than he can chew. He seems to have vanished into thin air. At least that's the only thing I can conclude based on his last SSS post. For now, I'll just have to pray he's still alive. I'm going to park myself in front of our comms unit, hoping that he responds to my calls. I doubt I'll even notice if you come back later. Please don't take it personally. I'm begging you, help me find him. Take a look at the sub-order I posted on the delivery terminal here. I'll also share all the information I've acquired with you via the SSS. I'm counting on you, Sam.
The best news about this is it is pretty close and pretty darn easy to get to. This is, if you head straight from the Adventurer, obviously, again, you have a marker you can go to, but basically if you were to leave the Adventurer and go to Terminal Fort Knott, you would see where we're supposed to go. And so this is a picture that he took while he was on his way to vanishing, and he's up in the sky looking down at floating BT brains, and there seems to be something else in the picture too. So that kind of makes you guess what's happening. So this is the beginning of the capture that I did yesterday. So this is showing you that same order: rescue the adventurer who vanished into thin air, and that is where we need to go. So again, like I said, I don't know why I didn't end up catching this and capturing it. It is definitely an important part to see, because it's it might not be easy for you to understand where you're supposed to go. And I mean, I would assume if you don't do it the way that they tell you to do it, and you drive over to where I showed you the F3 crater was, I imagine you could still complete the order. But this is so much more fun, and it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. So, I wasn't worried about damaging. I wasn't worried about whether or not I was going to hit porters either. I just wanted to head straight to the place we need to go. So imagine it's daytime. I mean, you probably can take this order at night also, but you can see all the floating BTs there, and watch as one more floating BT pops in just a minute here. I think once we get to the charging station and get out, we'll be able to notice it. Waiting for one more BT, floating BT, to show up. Oh, and there he is. And it's not like that BT is right in front of you. It is as far away as the rest of them are. It's just that big. So as I was doing orders, I think I had actually completed a delivery for the Adventurer, and maybe I was even taking a package from the Adventurer to Terminal Fort Knott, and I noticed all these BTs and that giant BT, and I was like, oh, is that one like right above me, about to hit me? No, it's not. It's far enough off. But it really does look like it's really close. But either way, all you need to do, and I know there's dialogue from Dollman when we get to it, and there's maybe even more of a cutscene that happens, but this is basically all you need to do. Just go under the very large floating BT. It will grab you, and it will bring you to the F3 crater. So again, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't visit this place on your own, if you don't build the 80-meter bridge or take a coffin board and drive yourself over to it, this is where you will end up for the end of this quest line for the Adventurer, and where you need to rescue him, and then you will get the Scars Left by Giants trophy. So feel free to just wait until you get to this quest line if you want. There's the bridge, and I already showed you where we were up on the coffin board. I do all this stuff when I capture the video, thinking, okay, this is what I'm gonna say here, and I'm gonna do that and do this. But then, of course, I say it like a million times before we get to that point. Also helpful is these. What are they called? Crypto necrobiotes. There you go, necrobiotes. There is After you rescue the adventurer, he talks about the necro buyouts and he gives you some stuff. I did cut that out of this video because this video was getting pretty long by the time we got to the end. So, and I'll say this now: I cut out the final scene of the adventurer's quest line after you you rescue him and everything. There's a moment that's very Kojima, I guess. It's a little surprising and put a smile on my face. But you know, just like the pizza chef and some of the other moments, especially the moments in the hot springs and things, where there's just some moments of absolute joy, and so it's definitely worth completing this adventurer quest line, as annoying and laborious as it is. Complete it, and then you'll get a nice smile at the end when you rescue him the last time, and you wrap up that facility for good. So here he is in the middle of the F3 crater, as we showed you before. He's not dead, as Dollman thinks. He is just being the adventurer. So you are going to tie him up, and I don't think you have to put him on. Yeah, before you grab him and throw him on your backpack, you are going to get attacked by a large BT. This should also be random, and it's my least favorite BTs in this game. These kind of like manta ray or bird-like floating or flying, I guess is a better term, flying BTs. They're hard to hit because their weak point is their kind of beak area, like their front center, and they float and fly all over the place, and it's really hard to hit them unless you have like a particular large heat-sinking kind of grenade or rocket weapon. So we summoned Gigas, as we captured Gigas in this spot earlier for this video, and we summoned him, and he's going to help us out. But we are going to do the best we can as far as shooting at these things. And I'm going to be honest with you, I am surprised I kept the entire fight here. Maybe just because there's a lot to see. I mean, again, you're going to randomly get a large BT. You could end up getting another Gigas. You could end up getting, geez, if you got Delphus and it only took a few minutes. I was going to say it would be a quick fight. As you can tell, I wasn't aware of what the heck was going on there. And I don't know if you heard my little comment as I was playing, because again, the controller mic is on. So I have to watch what I say when I'm recording. But yeah, I don't know what exactly happened there, but I do know that the BT that I summoned is gone, and and one of the two flying BT catchers is also gone. So what I'm probably going to do here is I'm just going to speed this up, because this goes on for another probably 6 or 7 minutes. You get the point. Like I said, this is all random what BT you're going to have to fight. So this isn't necessarily helpful to show you. And it doesn't really matter in the end. Just whatever pops up, fight it. Get the adventurer back to his son, and you will you'll get to 5 stars and never have to rescue this guy again, unless you really like doing that and you want to. Well, you can't actually, because the sub orders are all done. You can't redo the sub orders. So I'll speed this up, put this at double time, and you can watch the rest and what the result is. And if you can't tell, this BT is really hard to hit because, you know, especially if you don't have the heat-seeking rockets, as I mentioned before, getting any grenades and certainly any like assault rifle, machine gun, that kind of thing, it's just not worth it. And trying to wait until it gets into the right position where I can actually fire at it, yeah, it takes a while. And you know, it has some pretty deadly attacks. So I mean, I was happy that the Gigas at least took out one of them, or whatever that whiteout was. But yeah, anytime it's spinning or anytime it's producing that white flame or laser kind of attack, you definitely want to get as far away as you can. It also has a bunch of projectiles that shoot out, and I think another, like a yellow laser. Just all sorts of bad stuff here. And lastly, I don't know that it has a mouth that you could actually ever catch it. So I think, are we finally done? We're not done yet. Nope. This thing takes forever to kill. Thank God there's only one of them. And at the very end, yeah, it almost took me out again, and I was like, I can't hear my audio. I don't know if I'm swearing up and down at this BT, because I was so worried it was going to kill me and I was going to have to restart the whole thing again. Thank God we are all done. Sam's going to take a little break, and the guidepost put up there by the adventurer has re-emerged. We're going to take our little R&R, and then we're going to grab the adventurer and we're going to head back. Now, in order to do that, you have to, and I do believe it is marked in the crater where to go. But basically, there's a bus stop for the large BT, the large floating BT to pick you up. Don't fall. Don't fall once you have him on your back, please. I decided to give him a few likes, even though I'm not happy with him. I'm not happy at all. Coffin board would be great, but unfortunately, there is no coffin board that you get to bring with you. I would suggest, hey, you know what? Walk up to the large floating BT with a coffin board attached to you and see if you can utilize it when you get here. See if it brings it with you. That would be fantastic. That would be my one tip. I didn't do that myself, so I don't know if it works, but save yourself the trouble and bring a coffin board if you can. Have it attached to your leg or your wherever Sam attaches it, and then maybe you can get back, at least back from this faster. Maybe you can even ride it while you're fighting the BT, and really swoop around and have a good time. Why not have a good time? You know, you deserve it. You just saved this guy 5 or 6 or 7 times, and you fought the worst BT catcher in the game and survived. You deserve it. Yeah, I had we ate some of these necrobites, biotes, I think, or maybe chlorobite. And I do like that they give you a variety of these biotes that you can eat, and the different things they do for you. It's a nice way to get your blood level back without worrying about blood bags, or your stamina back, without worrying about drinking. Oh, here's our ride. Hey, Mom, look what I found. The adventurer. We drop him off on the way home and then get ice cream? Thanks. You get the point. It would be nice if the thing dropped us off at the adventurer, too. That way we could wrap it up real quick. But, not too far that we have to go anyway, so we'll hitch a ride and we will be back there very soon. Going back the way we came. Inside this floating brain with tentacles. And if that fall didn't damage the adventurer, look how he's looking around like he's pretending he's unconscious. That son of a gun. Yeah, let's take him back home and just put him in cold storage because this is over. That, I don't know what the heck that was. Some random lost cargo dropped on top of the truck as we were walking towards it from the ether. Some ceramics from Ruby Doll 311. Thank you for the ceramics drop, but I'm not picking it up. It's gonna slide right off my truck, and I'm gonna get rid of this adventurer and call it a day. We're gonna turn him in, and we're gonna complete this. I'll let this play out. Again, there's not much to say here or to see. I am gonna cut out the ending cutscenes. Such a really worthwhile ending. I kind of think. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Tell me in the comments if you want. If you got this done and you saw the little dance that Sam and this guy do, and that just really offends me. The thumbs up and the look that he gives you. Like, seriously, at this point, I was like, do I even want to ever watch this guy's movies? I mean, I always kind of liked the RRR trailers, but now I don't think I ever want to see his movies for being the character in Death Stranding that he probably is not anywhere close to in real life. And there you go. We are all done. We get a Necrobite, Biote, and a Bestia patch. We get to sleep there. We get firmware updates. We get our materials, blah, blah, blah. And then we get a final cutscene with him, which, like I said, we're going to cut out. I hope this helped. I hope this entertained you as well. We'll see you in the final one. Take care.